Hello and welcome to the first Change of Heart live stream. Today I'm going to do a comprehensive guide to World of Warcraft. I'm going to part of the human area, explain a little bit about the warrior, and explain a little things you might not know about WoW or might not be as obvious when you first start playing a game. So we're going to go to the creative process, take a human, take a male, whatever, just a generic character, name him John. John. Jen. As we go into the game, you'll see a cinematic explaining about the human faction. I'll let it play for a while.
Emboldened by the return of their heroic king, Varian Wrynn, the proud humans of Stormwind led the Alliance to victory in its war against the dreaded Lich King. While successful, the campaign in Northrend proved costly, and the humans now seek to bolster their strategic holdings throughout the world. Under Varian's daring leadership, humanity now braces itself for a renewed conflict with its perennial enemy, the Horde. Yet, as the great cataclysm rips across the world, familiar threats have once again arisen closer to home. It now falls to you to defend the kingdom and uphold the honor of humanity.
So this is what we see when the game starts. You'll see a few things. Practice. Human starting area. Humans everywhere. Little cathedral. It's not too big. Northshire Abbey. For the warrior class, we have it's just a generic melee class. It's specialized in hitting with weapons and wears the heavier armors and can manage to use almost any type of weapon. For movement, by default, your movement will be when you push A or D, you'll turn. And I find that in endgame very annoying, because you will need to move away from to left or right, avoiding boss effects while still facing the boss. So if you use turning, and you might not have your right hand on your mouse, if you use turning, you will not be facing the boss anymore. So I advise to change the key bindings here to strafe, from turn to strafe, and that's it for walking. It's WASD for moving, and then you can hold your right mouse button for a free look and combine that with WASD for turning. For the UI, there's your main hotbar at the bottom. You'll find 1 to 0 for hotkeys, and your quick menu interface. Quick menu interface for character, where you can find what am I wearing, what are my stats, what titles do I have, and what equipment sets do I have preset. This is for later, this is not for now, but just you know it's there. There's the spell book for spells and abilities. What do I have? What do I know? What am I going to learn? What level am I going to learn it at? What does it do? So if you ever wonder about any ability, you can just check them under this button or the P button. You can also find your general skills that you will have always, not necessarily dependent on your class. More human, because you're a human you have diplomacy, every man for himself, and more basic things that just need to be somewhere. You'll have them on any character. Achievements, just it's for later. Quest log, we're going to find out what it is when we start questing. These things are still grayed out, like talents. You'll get them at level 10. We'll slightly approach that at the end of this cast. PvP and Dungeon Finder are for another video. Mounts and pets. You can see all the mounts you have in here and all the pets you have. If you're starting, you would not have this many pets. You probably don't have any pets or mounts. Dungeon Journal is for later. It's when you're level 15. Well, not 15 because the old dungeons aren't in here, I believe. No. Starts with Stockades. I believe that's a little higher level dungeon, but you can look up anything here for dungeons if you're wondering. That's for later, for when you're higher level. Just the game menu, you get the same one when you press escape. That's also where you change your key bindings. And then a customer support from when you have a bug, you're stuck somewhere, something. So bags, you can press click it, press B, and if you have multiple bags you can press shift B to open all your bags at once, but I have only one bag current. There are a few things I like to change in the settings every time before I start playing, and that's under interface, under controls, auto loot. This means that whenever I click on a body to loot it, I will just take everything that is in the body. It just saves time. You'll get big bags soon enough, and you can just figure out whatever you looted at a time when you're able to vendor it. So with this on, it's a personal preference. I always turn off show helm because I like it when I feel like I'm playing the character. It's just personal preference. Well, we can start by taking a quest. This is the first quest. I'll be doing the human area. I'll be leveling approximately to level 10. This will take about 2 hours. And so you can, if you're stuck in between level 1 and level 10, you can check this video if you wonder what a quest is about, or you want me to just, if you wonder anything basics, you can watch this video. So as first quest, the quest objective is right here. It's like a short of what everything is here. Like, here's the story, and here's what you want to do, and here are your rewards. So we just accept the quest. There's a map indicator where you can find these battle warg. It's the entire place. You can also see their names glowing. That indicates that there are some who don't have shown names. There's some who have shown names. Those that have shown names usually are creatures that are relevant to you. So you wanna look out for these. once you get into a higher area, you will get to mobs that are aggressive to you. So if you get too close to them, they will attack you. These mobs are harmless, so they won't attack you. But for this reason, I always put on the health bars. This way, if I get close to one, I will always see them. They won't. I can. Sometimes you can't see them very well, or if they're behind a tree and you run around, you suddenly get attacked. I just press the V button, and you can see the health bars of all mobs that are close to you. This way, you don't get ambushed as much. So we'll get to the attacking. The first button is an auto attack. You can always remove this from your bar. It's useless. They just put it in. I don't know why. Maybe on a Mac if you only have one button or something. Further, there's the heroic strike. It costs 30 rage. We'll get to rage in a second. There are two ways of targeting an enemy. You can do the left click button. This way it just targets the enemy and you select it. You're not in any way offensive to it in a physical way. If you, however, use the right button, you will get in your battle stance, and if he gets within 5 yards of you, you will attack him. So we will do this. We will strike the creature. You see that whenever I strike him or he strikes me, I will get rage build. This rage is what a warrior uses to cast spells or use abilities, or like heroic strike. As we press 1, you see 30 rage builds gets removed and put into an attack. Rage is an ability that decays over time. So whenever you're not attacking something, your rage will decay. For this quest we have to slay 6 more, so we just get to it. In the starter areas you don't have to worry about dying. Health regens really fast. If you're just pushing your buttons, just clicking on attack, everything should be fine. Whenever they die, they will glow. If they glow, they have loot. If they don't glow, they just don't have loot. Or they are not yours, not your kill. And you can loot them. They'll have generic stuff in them. Definitely at the beginning there will be some grey items, white items. Occasionally there will be green and blue items. However, blue items are quite rare on drops. There you can get epic items on drops, but that's like I've had like in my entire WoW career 3 epic drops just from random world drops. They're very, very low drop chance, and they usually cannot be farmed. They're just any mob could possibly drop them probably. For green happens every well, not at this level, but when you're level 10 or up, you'll get green items dropped about every 50 mobs. Blue items are quite rare. You'll probably be attacking a mob that is rare itself. We have now killed all 6 of the Worgen. You will see the quest text has changed. It says here return to the Marshal McBride. It's the Marshal we got the quest from. You can see on the minimap there's a question mark. That's where he is. Or you can pull up the big map with M. Or oh, they removed that. Oh, here. Or you can click here, and you can also see that he's over here. I use autorun for this because it's easier. You can keep running while you open a map or while you're in menus. As you can see, we completed the quest. The white question mark turned into yellow question mark, and there's a new quest text and a reward. As you complete the quest, we get